Hey everybody, what's up? ConeTrooper163 here. Today I'm going to be talking about, or more or less talking, I'm going to be showing off my brand new texture updates that that I'm going to possibly release in the future before probably November. And these are this is a comparison video between the normal FOC textures, not textures, excuse me, graphics compared to my new graphics for for FOC. Now this is not done through models or textures or the EMB series. This is strictly done by DirectX 9 and DirectX 10 shaders. This is what's going to make the game a lot more beautiful, and hopefully a lot of people will adopt this into their mods when I release it. So we're going to have it on the left, FOC, and modified FOC graphics on the right. And I'm going to show two maps. I'm going to show the basic FOC, basic flat map that the map editor makes on the first, and then I'm going to show Coruscant, and then I'm going to compare units in part 2. So hopefully I don't do this. The first video I did, I went over 16 minutes, and I don't want to go over 16 minutes. I'm going to try to keep it around 10. So let's start. Remember, FOC, normal FOC on the left, modified FOC graphics on the right. So as you can see right off the bat, this is selected dirt. This is a dirt texture with this normal bump map, and this is the same texture on this side. Yeah, you can see the big differences. You can see that's more of a grayish dirt, and this is more of a lot more. I don't know how you would call it. I mean, it's a lot better looking dirt than the regular. And if you zoom out, you can see there is some, that looks more grayish, while this looks more, realistic colored, I would say. Now, when I went through I did like 4 tries on this video because I kept getting interrupted, I kept getting phone calls, and all this crazy crap, and I wasn't able to finish this. And after doing those videos, I finally figured out the 2 main things that I should show off with the texture improvement that the shaders have done. And these, I would have to do Volcano and Desert. Desert and Volcano are the 2 main things that have a big texture upgrade from from what's done in FOC. So we're going to do Volcano first, or Volcanic, excuse me. And you can tell right off the bat that this looks a lot more grayer. This light here, which looks like where volcanoes have crusted over, and you can see here that it's not, it's a little bit different colored. It's not gray. I think it's like a grayscale colored type on this side, while this isn't. It's a lot more realistic colors. And I think what I'm trying to say is that the right side adds more realistic colors to it, lifelike colors. Kind of like if you've seen that new video with the hacks that allow you to remove, I think, the grayscale or whatever from Battlefield 3, and they're banning you over it. It's kind of like how he did it. It's kind of like, you see Battlefield 3 on like the left, and then you see Battlefield 3 modified colors on the right. It's kind of like that in a way, but this is all done through shaders. It's not done through hacking the video game. This is just something that you can drop in your data art folder, and it be there with you and not cause any problems in multiplayer. So this is the Volcano. This is lava, basically. I think you can add lava like you can water in FOC, but for instance, you can see this is a really red. Now we're going to do it on this side, and you can see if you scroll out, even this does not look that red. I mean, it's red when you zoom in, but it's not volcanic red. I mean, like I said, it brings out the reds, the yellows, the blues, any other color that you have in FOC. It really brings out those colors and makes them more lifelike. This one looks more blander, more blawish, I guess, and you could tell that this one looks a lot more better. Just the way it looks, in a sense, I guess. It's a lot more better looking, and I mean, I would pick the right any day over the left. So, there's some bugs in it that, like, when you zoom all the way out in FOC, in game actually, not in the map editor, but when you zoom out all the way in FOC, it actually reverts to the old graphics until you zoom back into normal gameplay view. So you gotta kind of look at this in a way, and this is your choice. I mean, if you love the FOC graphics better than my modified graphics, well, that's up to you. But I'm giving you guys a choice when I release these. It's, this is from a 6, maybe 5 to 6 year old game. I'm finally updating it, or it's finally getting updated with a lot better graphics since I took the time to actually do this. So, let's try some other textures here. Now I did some mountain textures in the last one, showing off this texture right here. And you can see it on the right, how it still has that gray, I guess the best to describe it is like a gray scale. I'm not that great at, Photoshop and textures and all that, but it just looks gray to me. It just, on the right, it looks a lot more 3D-ish, if you want to say that. On the left, well, it kind of looks 3D, but it not as 3D as this. I mean, they mix really good, these colors right here, with this. This looks more of a rock fill than it does on this side, so you're really getting, different colors and different textures look, and it makes it a lot better. So let's try another one here. Try this one. And as you can see, I don't know what this actually is. I think it's just regular rock, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. But you can see it on this side. It doesn't look... It has like a more of a rocky... Or I don't honestly know what that is. I mean, yeah, it's a volcano rock. I didn't look at the texture paths down there. But, and this one was a lava rock, I guess. But you can change the surface type to lava, or... I don't know, default, I guess, or it was dirt. So yeah, you're looking at these in a different way, and you're looking at these from left to right, and you can see the massive difference in the way the textures look. And this is not done, like I said, this is not done through updating the textures, because as far as I realize, you can't get into the material, the .tem files and change the textures. But let's go ahead and move on real quick to desert, and actually change this up. Now, instantly, you can see that the desert texture doesn't look like sand and what a desert should look like. You look on the right, and this really looks like what a desert should look like. It looks deserty on the right, and on the left it looks bland. It's like got that gray colored tint to it. You look down here where we did these, and this looks more of like a it's more of a rock or sand. I think we did 4, or no, it was down here. It's a desert rock. It looks more desert rocky colored than the left. So you kind of get those different changes. And there's some of this. We'll lay down and see what it looks like on this side. Not that big of a change. I mean, the gray looks a lot better on the left. And so do those lines. It actually brings out the colors in the lines. And it doesn't that much on the left. Let's find some sand and put some sand out here. Yeah, this is the sand texture that we want. It's 5 over. And you can immediately tell as I'm applying this that it looks so much better. It just looks, like real sand. It doesn't look like the grayish colored sand. If I'm saying gray and I'm wrong about that, then correct me on that in the comments. But you can actually see it over here. It just looks so much better. Looks like real sand. And then we take this, and you're like, really? There's no competition here. The left just blah, just right off the bat. I'm gonna say this so people don't judge me. I forgot to say it at the beginning of the video. Petroglyph did an amazing job on Empire War and its expansion, Force of Corruption. No problem with them, but that's back in 2006, 2005, 6 or 7. And now we're in 2012, going into 2013 soon, and we're getting these games like Crisis 2, Crisis 3, Battlefield 3, Medal of Honor Warfighter, that's using these updated graphics in such better graphics. So bringing this into graphics that would look like something that would be in an RTS today just gives us a new feel, updating a game that's that old to make it look beautiful. So there's really not much else to show off here. You can really mess with this when I release it. I'm going to show off in the next video because it's too late now, but I'm going to show off Coruscant, both sides, and units. So this has been Clone Trooper 163. Signing